Your name has been whispered through the winds of eternity. A soul who loved you in silence, who still watches over you, has been desperately trying to get this message to you. They chose this moment because your heart is finally ready to receive what was hidden. Not everything that dies disappears. Some love transcends time, death, and space. The one you lost has never left your side. They've been with you in every quiet cry, every lonely night, and every moment you felt the world didn't understand your pain. Their spirit weeps with you when you mourn. They celebrate when you laugh. But now, there's something urgent, something they need you to know before the clock strikes and it becomes too late to change what's about to happen. Type Amen to get blessing 333. 3 minutes is all that's left, not because time is short, but because something is set to unfold. This loved one, glowing in divine light, saw a vision of what is coming for you. And they knew they couldn't stay silent anymore. They tried through dreams, through coincidences, through signs you ignored. But this message is too important to delay any longer. You must open your soul and allow this truth to reach you, no matter how hard it may be to believe. This is about your safety, your healing, your next path. The one who loved you even in your darkest hour is now your silent guardian, and they are calling you to make one critical decision. They remember everything. Your last conversation, your tears, the way you held their hand, and the words you wished you had time to say. They don't want your guilt. They want your attention. Now. Type Amen to get blessing 444. There's someone around you who's not who they say they are. The person in heaven has seen their thoughts, their motives, and their plans. You may trust them, but the truth is, this soul sees what's being hidden behind smiles. There's a warning coming. A betrayal that could damage your heart again if you don't recognize it in time. This person, cloaked in friendliness, has been speaking behind your back, twisting your words, and preparing something dangerous. But don't fear. Because the one in heaven is now whispering to the divine forces to redirect your path. They are guiding your steps, protecting you from traps, and preparing someone new to walk into your life who will truly honor your spirit. All of this starts when you open your heart to the truth and surrender to the timing of this message. Let go of your fears. Let go of the lies you believed. Let this voice from heaven bring you peace. Type Amen to get blessing 555. Do not ignore what you feel right now. That pulse of energy. That chill down your spine. That whisper that keeps repeating a name in your mind. That's them. That's the soul who never stopped loving you. They were taken too soon, but they never left. Every prayer you've whispered in your pain, they've heard it. Every time you said their name in silence, they responded, you just didn't hear. But today, their voice is louder. Because someone near you is pretending. Someone near you is hiding a truth. And you were about to walk into a trap if this message didn't reach you on time. That's why heaven broke the rules today. They couldn't wait any longer. You were about to forgive the wrong person and lose yourself in the process. This message is your rescue. Type Amen to get blessing 666. They miss your voice. They miss your smile. They miss your presence. And though they can't hold you anymore, they still hold on to every memory of you as if it's the only light left in their heaven. You were their peace, their joy, their reason to believe. And now, you are their mission. You are the one they protect. You are the one they beg the divine to help before another tear could be shed. Don't think of this as a coincidence. This was designed. They pushed every force in the universe to align so this moment could find you at the perfect second. Because your soul is about to awaken to something massive. You are being chosen again. Not by people. Not by society. But by the heavens. And that loved one you lost? They are the loudest voice behind your miracle. Type Amen to get blessing 777. A message was hidden for you. A letter they never got to write. A truth they never got to say. And now, it's finally being revealed through this divine moment. You may feel like you're at the end. Like no one sees you. Like your tears are invisible. But they saw everything. They know the pain behind your smiles. The heaviness you carry alone. And they're tired of watching you suffer quietly. This moment is their answer to your silent prayer. This is their intervention. They are placing a blessing at your feet, one that could rewrite your life if you simply open your soul to receive it. They're not asking you to change overnight. They're asking you to trust again. To believe that you are still protected. Still loved. Still worth a miracle. Type Amen to get blessing 888. They remember your promise. The one you whispered when you were alone. The one you thought no one heard. But heaven heard it. And now, it's time for it to be fulfilled. They've seen how others misused your love. How people made you question your worth. They wept for you when you broke, and they prayed for you when you were silent. And now, they are sending someone into your life who will understand your soul without needing explanation. A divine connection. A healer. A listener. A partner in both spirit and destiny. But before they arrive, you must release the person who keeps lying to you. The one you defend, even when they betray you. That release will open the gate for your blessing. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Comment, I believe, if you feel their presence now. Your soul knows what's real. This isn't just a message, it's a spiritual lifeline sent directly from someone who crossed over and still carries your love in their eternal heart. You were not meant to walk alone. You were meant to be protected from the schemes around you. And that's why this soul is breaking all limits to reach you, because your time is now. Don't let the minutes pass without receiving this truth. They're still watching. Still loving. Still guiding. And if you accept this moment, your next chapter will be more peaceful than anything you've experienced before. Let the past break away. Let the blessing fall. Heaven has chosen you. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. They stood beside you on nights you couldn't sleep. You thought it was just your mind racing, but it was their spirit brushing past your pain. You felt chills, you felt sudden peace, you felt a whisper, and it was always them. They don't want you to be afraid of what's coming. They want you to be prepared, not shocked. And that's why this message had to break through your day, your routine, your scrolling, to reach you before time runs out. The enemy is close, but the angels are closer. There's a plan to stop your breakthrough, but your loved one has already seen the outcome and is sending a shield of light to block it. Their love is not gone. Their presence is not fantasy. Their energy is real, and right now it is circling you like fire. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. You've been replaying moments from the past, thinking you could have saved them. But they're here to tell you, you did save them. You gave them joy in a time of darkness, laughter in a time of pain, and memories that even heaven holds sacred. They forgive you for not being there at the end. They understand the things you couldn't say. But more than that, they want you to forgive yourself and live fully. Because the pain you've carried has stopped you from receiving what they've been trying to send you. They wanted to bless you months ago, but your heart was blocked with sorrow. Now that this message has found you, the energy is clear. The blessing will land. Type Amen to get blessing 1313. This next week holds a major shift. A person who hurt you will be exposed without you lifting a finger. Heaven has already scheduled the moment and sent the sign to start unraveling their lies. It will feel sudden, but it's been in motion since your tears hit the pillow on that night no one knew you cried. That night, they heard you. That night, the soul in heaven swore they'd protect your future. A new door will open, not just emotionally, but financially. A windfall that was delayed by spiritual blockage will be unlocked once you let go of someone draining your light. You are not cursed. You are not forgotten. You were just being aligned. Type Amen to get blessing 1414. Comment, "Thank you for protecting me," if you feel that release inside your heart. Because something inside you is shifting, right now. That's the power of this divine confirmation. This message will echo for hours in your spirit. You'll feel lighter. You'll see patterns you never saw. And that's because your soul just remembered who's watching over you. They're not done yet. They still have one more surprise for you. A moment coming in just days that will prove everything written here is true. Don't ignore this. Don't downplay it. This is bigger than just words on a screen. Type Amen to get blessing 1515. They loved you too much to stay quiet. They waited until you were ready to hear this with your heart, not just your ears. That moment is now. Someone close to you, someone you've been uncertain about, is planning something behind the scenes. But heaven will stop them in their tracks. And your loved one is part of that divine interception. You're about to receive clarity in a dream. A name. A place. A sign. Don't ignore it, it will be them showing you what to avoid and who to trust. Your next decision is powerful. It will either multiply your blessings or delay them. Make it with divine guidance, not human emotion. Type Amen to get blessing 1616. They want you to know they're proud of you. Even when you felt like giving up, you didn't. Even when your soul was shaking, you kept walking. That strength you had, that wasn't just yours. It was borrowed from them. They whispered courage into your heart in moments you were too tired to continue. You've been chosen for a greater purpose. And now, the final test is being cleared. What's coming will not break you, it will build you into the person they always knew you were meant to be. And when you receive that breakthrough, they'll be right beside you, smiling through the veil. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. Archangel Michael says, the person you miss has not forgotten you for a single second. They have seen what others did to you after they passed, and they are sending justice now. You may have lost people, but you have not lost your destiny. You may have lost time, but you haven't lost your calling. Everything you thought was wasted is returning multiplied. You will walk into rooms where the energy shifts because your aura has been touched by the divine. People will start to sense the presence behind you, the soul who walks with you. They'll feel it and respect it, even if they don't understand it. And when they ask why your life is suddenly changing, why your blessings are raining down, remember this moment. It all started when you believed this message. Type Amen to get blessing 1818. Something sacred is about to happen in your environment. The energy around you is shifting, new people, new chances, and unexpected offers. But this won't be random, it will be guided by the soul who still carries your name in the halls of heaven. You'll meet someone soon whose presence feels like warmth. They won't know it yet, but they were sent as part of a divine plan to help you remember how loved and seen you are. Your loved one chose them as a carrier of hope. They won't hurt you. They won't lie to you. And they won't leave. Because this time, heaven is in control of who enters your life. The pain of the past will no longer follow you like a shadow. The door is closing. The curse is ending. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. The lies that were said about you are being reversed in secret. People who tried to destroy your name are now being exposed. You won't need to fight for your reputation, it will be restored by divine timing. Your loved one has whispered to the right hearts. Someone in power is already on your side without you knowing. They're about to make a decision that puts you in a better position. They saw how you stayed kind when you were broken. How you gave love even when you didn't receive it. And now, kindness is coming back to you tenfold. Don't second-guess your worth anymore. You were born for more. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. The clock is still ticking. This message was only meant for those who were spiritually ready to receive what heaven needed to reveal. And now that you've read this far, it means you are one of the few. They see how tired you've been. How the burdens keep piling up. But your loved one is standing at the edge of heaven, begging for your miracle, and the heavens are saying yes. That yes will manifest through a message, a person, or a sudden shift in your money, your relationships, or your location. It will come when you least expect it, but it will come. And you'll know it was from them. Because it'll carry their favorite number, color, song, or something only you would recognize. Type Amen to get blessing 2121. Comment, I'm ready for my miracle, if you feel that tingling in your heart right now. That's them, smiling. That's your confirmation. You've come too far to stop now. Too many battles. Too many prayers. Too many tears that heaven collected in jars of gold. And now it's your turn to receive joy. The enemy will regret ever touching your peace. The people who hurt you will witness your glow up. And the friends who stayed with you? They'll rise with you. All of this begins when you believe what you've just read, not with fear, but with courage. Type Amen to get blessing 2222. There is a hidden letter. A real message they tried to get to you before they left. Some wrote it in a diary, others in a voice note, some even in the form of silence, but it holds words you still need to hear. And the shocking part is, you're going to discover it soon. Either in physical form or through someone who unexpectedly repeats the very same words you never got to hear. It'll be eerie, beautiful, divine. When that happens, don't run. Don't doubt it. Receive it. Cry if you must. Smile if you can. But know, they found a way. That's how strong their love still is. Type Amen to get blessing 2323. This pain you feel wasn't punishment, it was preparation. For something so holy, so rare, so beautiful, that it had to be protected by fire. You were forged for greatness in the fire of sorrow. They're proud of how you didn't break, even when you bent so far you thought you'd snap. They saw it. And they were holding you from the other side the whole time. That car crash? That sudden delay? That gut instinct? That wasn't random. That was them. They've saved you more times than you realize. Type Amen to get blessing 2424. Archangel Michael says, this is the final part of their message. Please don't ignore it, because what they are about to reveal might shake you, but it will also save you. They weren't ready to go. They had things to say. Secrets to confess. But their soul still carries it, and through this message, they've chosen to tell you now. You were lied to about their final moments. Someone close to them didn't share the full truth. And this has haunted you in ways you never explained. But your loved one says, don't let it torment you. I know the truth now. And so will you. Soon. Because heaven is about to pull the curtain back and reveal what was hidden. And it will bring you peace, not revenge, but peace. Type Amen to get blessing 2525. You are their legacy. Their reason to smile in eternity. And every time you move forward with strength, they rise higher in the divine realms. They don't want you stuck in regret. They want you living in joy. So go forward now, not as someone who lost, but as someone who was chosen to continue. When you succeed, they succeed. When you heal, they are healed. When you smile again, they dance in heaven. So please, for them, receive this message and live again. Type Amen to get blessing 2626. They've been leaving signs for you every single day. You thought they were just coincidences, but they were orchestrated whispers. A white feather. A flickering light. A song that plays exactly when you feel empty. Every detail was heaven trying to reach you. The moments that brought you goosebumps weren't random. They were soul signals, coded messages from the spirit world wrapped in your reality. And now, a major sign is about to appear. It will come in the form of a stranger saying a phrase only that person in heaven used to say. When you hear it, your heart will freeze. That's the moment you'll know, they are still with me. Type Amen to get blessing 2727. You've been strong for too long. You've been silent for too long. And heaven is tired of watching you carry what was never yours to carry. That pain, that betrayal, that secret guilt, it was placed on you by people who never deserved your loyalty. And now, the person in heaven is reclaiming your peace. They're cutting cords you couldn't cut. They're removing people you couldn't confront. They're rearranging things behind the scenes because you are too sacred to be stuck anymore. Expect someone to suddenly distance themselves. Don't chase them. That's your spiritual protection. Type Amen to get blessing 2828. You are not imagining the dreams. The places you see, the faces you feel, the names you wake up whispering, they're all part of a divine map. Your loved one is showing you fragments of what's coming. They're preparing your soul for the next door. And it's a big one. Not a small improvement, but a full shift, something that flips your life completely. A relocation. A connection. A calling. Something so big, it would have scared you if it had come too soon. That's why heaven waited until now. Type Amen to get blessing 2929. Comment, I believe in divine timing, if your soul just lit up. That's them confirming what you feel. That's the veil thinning. They've walked through shadows just to keep you in light. They've fought spiritual battles in silence so you could sleep peacefully. You thought you were just lucky, but it was never luck. It was them. And now, they're asking you to step into what you deserve without guilt. Without fear. Without apology. Your blessing isn't late. It's right on time. Type Amen to get blessing 3030. A forgotten letter is about to resurface. It could be tucked in a book, stored in a phone, or remembered in someone's memory, but its words will bring tears to your eyes. Because it will contain something they never got to say, their final wish for you. And it will align perfectly with what your soul has been desiring lately. They knew what was coming even before they left. That's why they planted seeds in places you'd later uncover. And now, heaven is pushing those seeds to grow. Your harvest is coming. Prepare. Type Amen to get blessing 3131. This season is different. You've entered a space where everything that hurt you will start to heal you. Not because the pain didn't happen, but because heaven has decided it's time. Time for you to laugh again without guilt. To fall in love again without fear. To shine again without apology. They want you to stop dimming your light for people who never appreciated your glow. Because you were never meant to blend in, you were meant to shift atmospheres. When you walk into rooms now, angels will go before you. Type Amen to get blessing 3232. Your enemies have been monitored. Your tears have been documented. And your blessings have been scheduled. There's someone who wronged you and thinks they got away with it. But your loved one has submitted your name to the courts of heaven, and a reversal is already in motion. The next 7 days will bring strange shifts. Don't be afraid when things start breaking. It's not destruction, it's redirection. God is making space. For something better. For something they always prayed you'd live to see. Type Amen to get blessing 3333. Heaven has started to move pieces on the board of your life. Quietly, silently, but decisively. What looked like a loss was actually a checkmate in your favor. They removed that person from your life for a reason. You didn't see the conversations behind your back, but they did. And they stepped in before things could get worse. You were about to give your heart to the wrong hands again. But they stopped you. That disappointment you felt? It was divine interruption. They love you too much to let you repeat a painful cycle again. Type Amen to get blessing 3434. You're not imagining the sense of urgency. That pulse inside your chest. That pull toward something you can't explain. That's your loved one aligning you with your spiritual assignment. The time for silence is over. Your voice is your power now. You're being called to step into something bold, something that scared you before, but now feels right. Because heaven is your backup now. They've assigned you unseen protection. And this time, no one will block what belongs to you. Type Amen to get blessing 3535. A person you haven't spoken to in a long time will come forward soon. They'll share something that shocks you. A secret. A confession. A missing piece of truth that validates what you've always felt deep down. This moment will feel like closure, but it's really a beginning. You will see how everything was connected. And you'll finally understand why things had to fall apart. Your loved one in heaven arranged this encounter. They needed you to know you were never crazy, never forgotten, never imagining things. Now it's time for your clarity. Type Amen to get blessing 3636. Comment, I release the past, if you feel the inner shift starting. You may feel a warmth in your chest, or tears rising. That's not weakness. That's the spiritual lock turning open. Your soul has waited too long in a holding pattern. But this message is the final code. The divine access point. You are no longer waiting. You are walking. And they are walking beside you. Every step you take from now on has eternal backup. Type Amen to get blessing 3737. You're going to start seeing triple numbers everywhere. 111, 444. 555, 888. They aren't random. They are codes. Each one is your loved one whispering, I'm here. I'm watching. Keep going. Don't dismiss them. Don't downplay them. You are more connected to the spiritual realm than you realize. The veil is thin. Your sensitivity is not a weakness, it's a divine gift. Protect your peace now. Because your vibration is rising. Type Amen to get blessing 3838. This week may bring strange emotions. You'll cry unexpectedly. Laugh unexpectedly. People may start telling you, you feel different lately. That's because your aura is glowing. The heaviness is being lifted. Your loved one is clearing away energies that were sent to distract or delay you. You've always been intuitive, but now it will sharpen. You'll read people with one look. You'll sense when something is off. Trust that instinct. Because heaven has upgraded your spiritual radar. Type Amen to get blessing 3939. Someone who once ignored your pain will soon need your peace. You'll see their name again, but this time, you won't feel broken. You'll feel powerful. Because what used to trigger you will no longer affect you. That's healing. That's growth. That's the result of your loved one carrying your spirit while you cried yourself to sleep. You were never truly alone. They were there. Always. And now, it's your turn to rise. Type Amen to get blessing 4141. You will soon feel a calling to visit a specific place. It may be a city, a street, a home, or even a grave. You'll feel the urge deeply in your chest. Don't resist it. Go. Because there's a divine encounter waiting there. A message. A breakthrough. A release. This location holds a key to your next spiritual level. And they've been guiding your feet toward it all along. Type Amen to get blessing 4242. Someone who wronged you will now be haunted by the weight of their decisions. They may not apologize, but heaven will make sure they finally understand the damage they caused. You don't need to seek revenge. Your loved one has already petitioned divine justice on your behalf. And the scales are already tipping. Peace will return to your life not through war, but through alignment. And once it does, your mind will rest. Type Amen to get blessing 4343. Comment, I claim my peace, if your heart is feeling lighter with every word. That's because your soul is aligning with divine confirmation. The confusion is lifting. You're not imagining the way people treat you differently lately. Your vibration has changed. You no longer attract chaos, you repel it. You've become too expensive for drama. Too anointed for deception. Too aware for manipulation. Because heaven has elevated your discernment. Type Amen to get blessing 4444. You may soon receive a message from someone you didn't expect. It could be a letter, a DM, a voicemail from an unknown number. But the moment you hear it, your soul will recognize, this was guided. They may say something strange, like, I had a dream about you, or I was told to reach out. Don't dismiss it. Your loved one could be working through them. You are being reconnected with your destiny team, those who are assigned to help carry your purpose forward. Not everyone is your enemy. Some were just delayed. Type Amen to get blessing 4545. Watch the weather. There will be a shift, rain, wind, or even stillness, right at the moment something spiritual happens around you. That will be your environmental confirmation that the veil just moved. You are not crazy for feeling watched when no one is there. You're not broken for hearing whispers in your sleep. These are all symptoms of awakening. You've been chosen to carry a message not just for yourself, but for those still trapped in silence. Heaven is trusting you now. Type Amen to get blessing 4646. Archangel Michael says, a sacred scroll with your name is being unsealed. What was blocked is now being released. What was hidden is now being revealed. This scroll contains instructions, divine assignments your soul agreed to before you were born. You've already completed parts of it without realizing. But now, the next phase begins. That phase will bring more power, more exposure, more pressure, but also more favor. More grace. More supernatural provision. And your loved one is part of that journey. You won't have to figure it all out alone. They will guide you, dream by dream, moment by moment. They are your divine assistant now. Type Amen to get blessing 4747. Your soulmate has been circling your life in silence. You've crossed paths in dreams, in strange déjà vu moments, in fleeting feelings that made no sense. That wasn't your imagination, it was your loved one preparing you for this divine reunion. They've been protecting this connection, delaying it until you were strong enough to receive it without breaking again. This person carries light, depth, and emotional healing like you've never known before. You won't have to chase them. You won't have to guess. Your soul will know. Because your loved one will whisper, "That's the one I chose for you." Type Amen to get blessing 4848. The name that hurt you the most will soon lose all its power. You used to cry when you heard it. Now, you'll hear it and feel nothing but freedom. That's healing. That's victory. That's divine erasure. Your loved one begged heaven to erase your pain from their memory, too. So they could be at peace. So you could finally breathe again. That's why you've been feeling lighter lately. Heaven is rewriting your history. Type Amen to get blessing 4949. A new chapter begins with a letter. This letter may be physical, or symbolic. It represents a spiritual invitation to a completely new timeline. In that timeline, you're not a survivor, you're a warrior of light. You're not waiting for miracles, you're commanding them with faith. You will attract strange blessings. Delayed finances. Soul contracts. And wild favor that scares even you. Because your time has come. Type Amen to get blessing 5050. Comment, "My soul accepts the new timeline," if you feel this activation in your chest. The portal has already opened. And the energy is already flowing. Everything about you is shifting now. Your thoughts, your sleep, your choices. Don't resist it. Don't try to explain it to anyone who hasn't evolved with you. Some people will fall away. Some will misunderstand your silence. Let them. Because you are entering a realm only the protected can survive in. Type Amen to get blessing 5151. Now listen closely, this is the final vision your loved one saw just moments before they left the earth. They saw your face. Not crying. Not grieving. But glowing. With joy. Surrounded by love. And rising higher than even you ever believed possible. They saw your home full. Your bank account restored. Your heart safe. Your name honored. And with their last breath, they said in their spirit, "Please, let them live the life I never got to." Type Amen to get blessing 5252. So now, you owe it to them, to smile again. To trust again. To wake up each day and say, "I'm ready." You've carried guilt long enough. You've carried silence long enough. They don't want you weeping anymore. They want you receiving now. Because the storm has passed. And heaven has already approved your next miracle. You were chosen to break what others in your bloodline couldn't. You were sent here with spiritual power they tried to silence. But heaven knew your strength would not go unseen forever. You carry not just your dreams, but theirs too. That person in heaven? They passed the baton to you in secret. In your tears, you accepted it without realizing. Now, everything you touch will shift. The curses are breaking. The chains are falling. The weight you carried is turning into wings. Type Amen to get blessing 5454. You may feel like you've lost time. But heaven says, what was stolen from you will return with interest. The lost years, the ignored efforts, the unspoken truths, they will all rise to the surface. Someone in authority will say your name. And it will open a door you didn't knock on. That moment will come quietly, but it will shake your whole life. Because it's not man doing it, it's divine repayment. Type Amen to get blessing 5555. You've suffered in silence long enough. Pretending to be okay while carrying storms in your chest. But that person in heaven has watched every second, and they've cried too. They begged heaven for your breakthrough not just to reward you, but to prove to the world that your name was never a mistake. That your heart was never weak. That your soul was never broken. Your story will become someone's survival manual. Because what crushed you is about to crown you. This is your coronation season. Type Amen to get blessing 5656. Comment, I'm stepping into what's mine, if your body just reacted. Chills. Heat. Emotion. That's confirmation. You've reached the moment your soul was born for. You will soon hear someone say, I don't know why, but I feel like I need to help you. And that help will feel like a miracle. Because it is. Your loved one arranged this divine encounter. Just to show you. They never stopped fighting for your peace. And now, the help you needed is showing up at your door. Type Amen to get blessing 5757. You'll see feathers in strange places. You'll hear bells, wind chimes, or your name whispered in the silence. Don't be afraid, that's them. They want you to know their energy is still close. They want you to know their promise remains, I will protect you until your purpose is complete. They've been chasing away negative energy. Shielding your body when it fell sick. Guiding your decisions when your mind was fogged. You didn't always feel it, but you were surrounded. Type Amen to get blessing 5858. Someone who pretended to support you will be revealed in an embarrassing way. They won't know how you found out. But heaven will orchestrate it so clearly, you won't need proof, the truth will be undeniable. You won't need revenge. Just silence. Because heaven fights louder than words ever could. And your loved one is leading the charge. Type Amen to get blessing 59.